Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you. I am recording this on Friday. I'm not sure if you guys will see it until Saturday though, because it's kind of getting later in the afternoon. Chris and I have been out to lunch and spending time with one another and just, you know, having a nice day with one another today. So now, if you hear a little rumbling in the background, that's him outside with a power washer. He's power washing the house. Has a couple places that has, you know, the green kind of moldy stuff on it. Brand new house, you know, well, 4 years old. So, but we live in the woods. So we stopped at Home Depot on the way home, and we got a big mum that I'm going to put out on the front porch. And he got this, whatever this liquid is to do the house with. So that's supposed to come back mold or whatever. Anyway, yesterday I took a day completely off. For those of you who commented on my video, you probably noticed I really didn't answer anybody until later yesterday evening, because I really did need a day just to decompress, relax, and I went and I got my hair done, colored and trimmed, and I got my nails done. Look at my nails. And I had them painted this time instead of just doing the French manicure. And boy, it took us a while to find this red color, but boy, I love that deep red color that we found. And then she did this little design on my ring fingers by hand. This color, for those of you who might have gel colors in your salons or whatever, is number 47. Whether that would be whether number 47 would be this color for you guys. This is also 3 coats of this. 2 coats, it still looked a little orange, and I don't like orange nail polish. I like orange in my, you know, in my fall decor, but I don't like it on my nails. I don't like my red polish to look kind of orange. So the deep red, I love this deep red. Great for the holidays, great for fall, great for Christmas. Love this. All right, I got that done, and then I got home last night, and I just sat, and I will say that I don't feel like I'm quite recovered yet. So I'm going to do this. I'm coming to you today with this wreath that I had promised. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did to prepare this wreath a little bit, so that we weren't standing here for hours and hours, because you've seen me do grapevine wreaths before, and you don't need to see me do what I did, and I'll explain what I did. So we are going to have another funky bow tutorial in this video as well, and you know, of course, I'll explain and show you what I did. First though, I want to say next week, I'm trying to think what I have on tap for you next week. Just one haul. Last weekend when I went to Stacy's house, me and my 4 other cousins all went to Home Goods and did a little bit of shopping, and I just picked up a few things. So I have some stuff to show you from there. And I really don't have that much in that haul, but I'll share that with you. And then I may do a standalone video just to announce who else is going to be in our fall collab, and give you a list in the description of those folks so that you can kind of go preview their channels if you'd like to, maybe, and, you know, get an idea of who is going to be involved with our fall home tour collab. Right now, I know it's Davita Lane, who was the one that set it up. Davita Lane, and then Kim at Sweet Daisy Creations, and Auntie Cuckoo. Other than that, and myself. And other than that, I'm not sure. I know that she has others. So I need to get in touch with Davita and get her to give me the list, and then I will share it with you guys so that you'll know. And if we can set a date, I'll share that date with you too, so that you guys can be prepared and ready for that home tour to go up. For me, it will be a home tour from my mailbox, up my driveway, down my sidewalk, in the house, probably through this area of the house first, and then I'll back up and do the living room and dining room and the foyer, and we'll just do a home tour. You know, it won't be as detailed as my home tours have been in my fall series, but it will be a, you know, an all-over tour to give everybody an idea of how I decorated throughout the house. So I need to take a couple of days to really, you know, kind of clean up around here and vacuum, and very well might leave the rugs down, because Sophie kind of uses the rugs. So, you know, I'm not sure what I'll do about that. I may just pick them up just to do the home tour and put them back down. Y'all know they're there. So my regular folks know that they're there and why they're there. And you can see them there behind me. There, that Sam's rear end is laying on one. Sorry, didn't realize that was his end. That's his head up here, and here's his rear. And Gracie's here beside me, and Sophie, I believe, is on the couch. So, but I think I probably will leave them down. I'm not sure what I'll do, but whatever I do, it will be. It will be what it will be, huh? And all right, so I guess that's really all I have to share with you. Not a lot going on. I'm going to take this weekend to do some blogging and to relax and just sit and relax and try to. I've had a busy, what is it, 3 weeks now. I just have not stopped. More than that, because I was busily about doing my fall decor series for 2 weeks before I left. So it's been, you know, craziness for about a month now, month and a week. So I am pretty tuckered out lady here. Although I love it. I love doing this stuff, and it has not become work, which is a good thing. As soon as it becomes work, I'll need to back off of it probably, but it has not become work. I love it. I love sharing with you. I love meeting all of you. Thank you so much to every single one of you, those who have been with me for since the very beginning, which was last October. I've almost been a YouTuber for a year now. And to those who have just joined me, I welcome, and I so appreciate every single one of you, every single comment, every single like. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. For those of you who are just joining me, I'm not one of those folks who like offers giveaways and stuff like that. I just I share of myself, I share our home, I share my crafting and my decor, my decorating, and you know, whatever skills I may have, you know, and I hope I'm able to give those of you who might not have a lot of confidence in yourself that you could do stuff like I do. Please don't ever think that. Please do try it. Please just try it. Try a funky bow, like I'm gonna have a funky bow tutorial in this video. Try to make a wreath. Try to make a lantern centerpiece. They're easy peasy, you guys. They really are. And anybody could do that, honestly. Like the lantern centerpiece sitting right back there on that table, that's not hard to do. It's in my fall. I'll try to put a link in the description to one of my lantern centerpieces. They're easy to do. And I encourage you to please try. Just try, you know? You might surprise yourself. I bet you would surprise yourself. Anyway, enough of me yammering on, as I always do in every video. So I'm going to turn my camera around and point it down and move my stuff over here. And oh, I didn't tell you what I've done to the wreath. Oh my land, I'm a discombobulated mess, aren't I? All right, let me show you. It's a grapevine wreath. This one is going to be a grapevine wreath. And one of the first things I did was to glue a leaf garland around the wreath. And the reason I did this is because, excuse me, it's upside down. I help turn it right side up. It's because it takes a long time for me to stand there and hold this. So I just sat here and just glued it on. And, you know, and then Chris helped me with this sign. And he drilled a little hole in the side. It looks like one of my leaves got stuck on the back of my picture here. Sorry about that. But he drilled a hole in the sign, and then he screwed in a screw, and he put in a washer down on the screw too. And I snugged the pipe cleaner underneath that and then tied it, like I tied it, you know, like I would like a shoelace, and tied it really tight. And man, oh man, it is really holding the sign on here nicely. So I went ahead and tied the sign on. And then Chris helped me again. Let me put this over here. I have this pumpkin that I would have put kind of on the bottom center. And Chris drilled me some holes in the bottom of it and then thread me through like this way 2 pipe cleaners. So that way I can tie this on to the wreath. This wreath is going to somebody that Kristen works with and is a friend of hers, and it's going to be hanging probably on the door in the school, and I know that that door is opened and shut a lot, so I want everything to stay on this wreath firmly, you know, be firmly attached to this wreath. So I'm kind of doing a few things extra that I would if it was around here and I can fix whatever falls off or breaks, you know. But this is a gift, so I want to make sure that it's put together nicely and securely. All right, now I'm going to turn my camera around, sorry, it's my phone. And, oh, I wanted to acknowledge one other thing. A couple of you had said that you couldn't hear me when I was out on the front porch. And that's my fault. Usually I will turn my voice up when I edit. And because I'm not making any excuses, I just didn't do it in that video. I didn't turn my voice up in that video. So I will try to do that from now on. I wouldn't even know where to go or how to get myself a microphone. I'm just a podunk country girl, you guys. I'm nobody special. So, you know, I'm sure there are, you know, a lot better YouTubers or a lot more savvy YouTubers out there. I'm pretty good with editing, good with my computer, good with this videoing and that kind of thing. But, you know, I think that, you know, if I remember to turn myself up when I edit the videos, then y'all should be able to hear me just fine without a microphone. Somebody had a couple of people had suggested that I go get a microphone, and I don't think I want to do that. I think that's a step that is not necessary if I remember to turn my voice up. So anyway, I did want to acknowledge that. And all right, now I'm going to turn around and get started on this wreath. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. And the very first thing I want to do is make our funky bow. So I have changed my mind a little bit on the ribbons that I originally said I would use. I didn't care for the one ribbon that was smaller. I want this bow to be big and bold. So I'm going bigger and bolder, if that makes sense. So I went ahead, hopefully I'll have enough of this. If not, I have another bolt of it, I know. So these are the 3 ribbons that I will be using. Love this plaid. I just love this plaid. So what I need to do is cut 3 strips of each ribbon at 30 inches each. And then I need to dovetail the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will do 3 of these and just show you how to dovetail, how I dovetail, which is actually different than how everybody else dovetails, or most other people. But I've been doing it this way for a very long time, and it's hard to break old habits, like I said in the other video the other day. Anyway, here are 3 strips of this ribbon at 30 inches long. Now, explain in a little while I need them to be each 30 inches long. So how I dovetail, so I pile them all up in one little pile there, and then I fold them lengthwise, and then I go to the edge. Most people that I see on YouTube go to the fold, and that's just fine, and probably maybe works a little better, I don't know. But I go right to the corner, right to the edge, and cut up at an angle. And that makes the ends and gives me 2 little points, and they call that a dovetail. So I'll do that. Let me do one more for you. I do that on all of my ribbons, and I try to remember the very first funky bow I made. I didn't do it before I put the bow together, and oh my land, to cut each individual one after the bow was made, that was a little crazy. So I try to remember to dovetail before I put the bow together now. So again, right to the edge, right to the corner, cut up at an angle, and that gives me a nice dovetail. All right, I'm going to go ahead and speed it up and cut these 2 ribbons and dovetail them, and then I will be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. There we go. I have 3 strips of each ribbon cut and dovetailed, and I am fixing to start putting this bow together. And the reason I have them each strip cut at 30 inches is because I want 10-inch tails on this bow. So I lay it out, and I go to 10 inches, and I want a 5-inch loop. So I go to 10 inches, and then I go to 20 inches, and I put those 2 together and make a 5-inch loop. Doesn't have to be perfect. The tails don't have to be perfect, but because I'll end up probably trimming them up. But I pull that together and makes a 5-inch loop, and measure to make sure you do get a 5-inch, and then that will give us our first loop. Now, as you can see, this underneath tail is turned the other direction, so I need to twist it around and bring the right side up. There's our first loop. Okay, next one in line, this pretty plaid. 10, 20, pull it together. Make sure you have a 5-inch loop, and then turn it the other direction. Now this is the way I do it. I learned how to do the basic concept, then we're going to twist to bring that right side up. From Julie over there at Southern Charms Wreaths here on YouTube. Go check her out. She's got a great channel. That's how I learned how to do the basic concept, but I've kind of honed it into the way I like to make them. But I do like to give her credit. One of these days I'll stop giving her credit, I guess, but I still like to give her credit because that is, I did not create how to make this bow, but boy do I ever love it, and I hardly ever make my other kind of bows anymore. So there is the next loop, and I notice I turned it up, and let me twist that around. Here we go. Next one. We just continue this all the way until we have used up all of our strips. Make sure we have that 5-inch loop, and always turn it the opposite direction of where you just came from. Boy, I can tell this is going to be a pretty bow. 10, 20. The opposite direction, pinch. Yes, my hand hurts. Yes, it's screaming at me. But it's worth it. If you can hang on, it is so worth it. Okay, I'm going to speed up a little bit just with me talking to you here, not literally with my editing, but I'm going to speed up and try not to chat so much. I tend to slow down what I'm doing when I'm chatting. My hand is screaming at me, so I need to get this done. Pinch. These are all nice ribbon too. They're nice and thick. That makes it a little bit more, you have a thinner, one of the ribbon pieces thinner, it's a little easier, but you know, I want this to be nice for her, you know. So I chose nice ribbons, nice accent pieces, you know. Not that I don't, with my other wreaths I do, but this one I want to be just a smidge more special. Just 2 more, thank you Lord. Whew. I kind of try to pinch them right beside one another, but invariably they end up kind of piling on top of one another. It really doesn't matter. Just hold on to them as best as you can. And that is it. Whew. Let me get my pipe cleaner here. I'm going to go to the center of your pipe cleaner and put it around kind of the center of your bow and just twist it around. Try to get it even. It makes it easier to tie it on, especially a grapevine wreath. Try to get your pipe cleaner. Use this hand, the hand that you used to hold it shut with, or to hold it while you were making it as a resistance. Pull tight and twist. There goes my back spasming again. Being that tall girl, you know, and standing up straight. Woo. All right. Now, I am going to do a little bit of tweaking to this bow while it lays here on the countertop, but I'll do most of the tweaking once I get it tied onto the wreath. this is the most important part. The fluffing of the bow, I feel, is one of the most important things to do in this whole process. Because if you don't fluff it, it's not going to look nearly as big as it could look, you know? So really take some time and find all your loops and put your whole hand in there if you need to and just fluff it right out. Move the ties around where you want them. Once you get it on the wreath, you can position them where you want them and even trim some of them, which I know I will do. Try not to have two like ribbons right next to one another, like that one is. Try to, you know, make it look something like that. You know, and then once you get it on the wreath, you can finish fluffing it. But there we go. Let me set this aside for a second. Next thing I want to do is get this pumpkin, I think, tied on to the bottom of this wreath. Like I said, Chris drilled holes through the bottom and then strung through some pipe cleaners there for me. I think I'm going to try to put it there we go. All right, now let me get the bow on. In the center. There we go. Obviously, I'm going to need to put this camera up when I go to start messing with this up on my easel. So. But there we go. Got those things tied on. Now, I have, oh, you know what, you guys? Dagnabbit. Let me see if I can get I wanted to add these, and I forgot all about them. Sugar. I think I can still get them on, though. Wanted to add 2 at the top, and then 4 down here on the bottom. I think I can get them on here, no problem. And then I have 3 more. Aren't they cool? I had these, I used gold ones for on that pretty wreath on the back of my front door and the greens. And I used gold ones. For that, but when I ran into Hobby Lobby yesterday, I picked up these. They're $5 a piece, but 40% off. My handy dandy hot glue gun here. Get these glued on. Coming this way too. Put some hot glue right on the end of this. No, I don't have my glue pot yet. I'm asking for it for Christmas. And one of my girls, they're always asking me, Mom, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I want a glue pot. Or I want a small electric skillet from Walmart that I can use as a glue pot. But until then, I'm going to try to be patient and not burn myself and use this hot glue gun. I do not want to stay on there. I think I might stick a little bit underneath of this one. You know what I'm going to do? This leaf is driving me nuts. Oh, else fails, cut it off. Okay. Now you're going to cooperate with me? That's it for a minute. Let me come up here and see if I can get it on the other side of this bow. I'm not taking this bow back off. Let it stick out a little bit from the bow. This thing is giving me fits, isn't it? My gracious. Get on there, buddy. All right, let me see here. One of those. Like I said, I'm self-taught. Nobody taught me how to do this stuff. I have learned myself how to make wreaths and centerpieces and decorate. I'm not educated in that way at all. So I feel like I'm pretty lucky to be able to do what I do. But I think I need to learn patience. I was going to put these picks on all at one time. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to cut them apart maybe. I don't want to, I like these leaves like this, so I don't want to necessarily cover them up. So I may just cut these up and, you know, spread them out a little bit. All right, now let me take a look at this and see. I like how the dark ribbon kind of pulls in the dark pumpkin. I do have these other two little pumpkins that match more the pumpkin on there. I don't like them. All right, let's see. Going to play around here a little bit, see if I and figure out what I want to do here. I like that. Glue those on. And I don't think I need to add tons and tons and tons of accent pieces. I am going to put it up on my easel and take a look at it. The only place I can see I might want to add something is down here, but we'll see. I'm kind of liking it the way it is. Really like these. Kind of brings in the bling of the bow. Some gluing on this side. Got a couple more of these picks, and I like what this bow is doing to bring it all, or this leaf is doing to bring it all together. So I'm going to see if I can find which tuft this is attached to. Now it's all different. You guys see what I'm doing? Not like that. Say, please tell me I have a couple more of these, and I do. Yay! Hello, I'm liking that. Pulls in a little bit of the green from the plaid and the orange from this ribbon. I'm really liking what that's doing. Pull these leaves up here. Okay, let me glue this into place. Then I'm going to go get my easel, and I'm going to set it up. Set this up on my easel, and then I'm going to mess with that bow for a little bit. Oh, let me glue this into place. So I will be right back. I'm going to leave it running here, and as I glue, and then I will be back to mess around with this bow a little bit and see what I can do with that. See if I can get these to stay in place. Okie dokie, here I am back again. Got this up on my easel here, and I'm going to start messing with this bow a little bit. I did cut some of these little berries off from the same pick that I stuck in down here and that I pillaged all this for. And So I might try to stick some of these in, we'll see. But first thing I want to do is really mess with this bow a little bit and see if I can get it looking gorgeous. We'll see. You know what, you guys? It's really up high. I almost need a stool. Let me see if I can tilt it down a little bit more. There. Okie dokie, I kind of turned off for a second and now I'm back, and I wanted to bring you really close in so that you guys could really get a kind of a look see at what I'm doing. So I thought I would try, I have just 3 of these little berry type things, so I thought I would put those kind of right in the middle of the bow. I don't want a big pumpkin or anything like that in there, but just I want a little something to bring the feel of that back up into the bow, or up into the upper part of the wreath. So I just want to see if I can snug those down in there very gently and just very subtly. I don't even know whether I want to put more of these in. I really don't think I do. I think I just want to bring that. I'm going to cut some of these tails down now. Actually, I need to get a sharper pair of scissors. These are pretty dull. So I feel like some of the tails are being a little bit overwhelming. See, I do have the ability to cut from the fold. I know how to do it. I just don't do it very often. Also, I want to cut down some of them so that they're not hiding these pretty blingy leaves here. And I don't want them all the same. I want them to be, you know, some a little longer, some a little shorter. Let's see if I can reach up there and get those in a minute. Love these funky bows, you guys. Wow, do they ever kind of ramp up my decor a little bit. Here I'm going backwards. I'm trying to uncover the sign a little bit here too. I don't want to cover up the sign. So just a little tweaking action going on here. I need to move to the other side. I've got hot glue strings abounding. So I need to trim those down a little bit. This one a little crazy up here. Can take me quite a long time, so I think I will just turn the camera off and you can see what I'm doing. I'm just tweaking and trimming and making it all look even and pretty, and I will be right back in a few minutes with some final words. Hey everyone, I'm back, and here is the finished wreath. I'm very happy with it. Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys. It worked out so pretty. And the bow, check out the bow. It turned out really pretty. I just took some more time to, you know, just trim it down a little bit and, you know, make it just look not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but really pretty. So, and all I did was just put those 3 little berries right in the middle, nestled them right down. So I am very, very happy with this. I think that Kristen's friend is going to love it. At least I hope she will. I made it with love, that's for sure. So hopefully she will really enjoy it for this fall. But anyway, that's it for this week, you guys. As I said earlier, I've got one haul for you next week and may do another chit chat, and who knows what else I'll get into. Chris is still power washing. I stopped and fed the dogs and let them out and finished the laundry and did all kinds of stuff, and he's still power washing. You talk about the Energizer Bunny. I had one of my friends yesterday call me the Energizer Bunny, and it's true, I am. And so is he. We're both like that. So we don't know when to quit. But I'm going to sit down and see if I can get this one up. This is Friday, so see if I can't get this video up this evening. And then I'm taking the weekend to do some blogging. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't followed me on my blog and you would like to, not saying that everybody wants to hear my yammerings in the written word about our cruise, but if you would like to follow me, you just go to countrycraft.me. I'll talk a little louder because Chris is power washing right in the family room there behind you. Go to the right-hand corner of your screen and hover over the little bottom right-hand corner, and a little thing will pop up, and you just have to write in your email, and then you'll get a notification every time I put something up. So I'm working on our, let's see, 2nd day on the cruise ship, which is a sea day, and you know, I tell you what all we did that day and show you pictures. We saw some beautiful white-sided dolphins, Pacific dolphins. They were beautiful in the fog. Wait till you see these pictures, you guys. You guys just go sign up for that just to see those. Chris got them and he thought, oh, these pictures are not going to work out, but they are beautiful pictures, just beautiful. They almost look black and white, but they're beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to hush up and say I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And if you're not seeing this, you know, going into a weekend, if you see this later on, have a good day tomorrow, good evening this evening, good morning, whatever. Have a good day. Hope everyone has their health. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.